If you watched my last video, you know I talked about something I believe every former foster youth needs to understand. The circumstances you come from do not determine the person that you will become. Once you understand that, you can start asking yourself a very important question, which is, how do you intentionally build the future that you want when you do not have people around you to help you or show you how to do it? Hi, my name is Elena Collins. I aged out of foster care, became an attorney, a dream I decided on when I was just 6 years old, and now I also create content to help former foster youth build their adult lives intentionally. In my first video, I discussed how, in order to accomplish my goals, I had to do a couple of things. Two of those things being, I had to become comfortable relying on other people again, despite my early childhood experiences. And the other thing being, I had to intentionally build new, healthier environments for myself based on my decision to maintain a distant relationship from my family once I aged out of care. In this video, I want to discuss what my definition of finding your tribe is. Now, full disclosure, my definition is a little bit different. Finding your tribe is not building a new family system for yourself. The environment that you work to create for yourself over time will hopefully become something of that, but your tribe is something completely different. Your tribe is also not going to consist of people that you will likely call your friends or that will remain your friends for a really long time. And lastly, your tribe is not going to consist of people that are in your life specifically for you to help you fix it. Unfortunately, if you haven't learned this already, the second you got into the foster care system, ensure your future success became your sole responsibility. So when I say finding your tribe, what I actually mean is identifying the areas of life you need help with and finding people who can provide something incredibly valuable to those areas for you, like guidance, honest encouragement, accountability, and sometimes access to information about opportunities you may not have known existed. For many former foster youth, one of the biggest barriers is not actual ability. It is understanding that certain opportunities are actually available to us, how to go about ensuring they remain available to us, and what things we need to do in order to become eligible to receive funding and the resources we need in order to accomplish those opportunities comfortably. One of the opportunities I'm referring to is post-secondary education. And when I say post-secondary education, I don't just mean a four-year university, although it is included. This also includes a community college, trade schools, technical programs, apprenticeships, certificate programs, and other career training pathways. Because as we all know, there are many ways to build a successful future. The key is knowing that those options exist and believing that you are capable of pursuing them. You see, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because research on youth with FAFSA qualifying foster care experience shows that about 29 to 64% enroll in some form of post-secondary education. But only about 8 to 11% actually complete a degree or credential. And I want to pause here because these numbers are often misunderstood. When it comes to the youth seeking a post-secondary education who fit into this population of people, this data does not reflect a lack of inherent ability. Instead, what this number reflects is the reality that many young people who have foster care experience are likely facing when they choose to pursue a post-secondary education, which is building new relationships, navigating the effects of prior instability and disruption, all while not having a strong support system. One way this prior instability and disruption likely showed up in former foster youth experience is they had to sacrifice their education in order to live at a foster home that was available to them at the time. And this is where finding your tribe became a lesson I learned in my foster care experience. You see, I wasn't allowed to have a say in where I was placed at all times because a lack of available options to choose from, and there are a lot of rules surrounding placements that agencies must be mindful of. So No shade. That was just the reality of the situation. As such, there was a time in my foster care experience where I was at risk of going to an unaccredited high school. Luckily for me, my tribe consisted of my judge, lawyer, and members of my case management team. And they gave me support to help me work towards my goals based on me just so happening to know that going to an unaccredited school would largely impact the ability to go to college in the whole admissions process. But what if I didn't know this? Or what if I was a foster child that entered the foster care system at an age where school really didn't matter that much and I never left my placement? So I had no reason to know that an unaccredited school would impact my college admission. You see, the fact that I knew I wanted to be an attorney was the only thing that kept me obsessively ensuring that I could accomplish that goal at every step of my journey. But that is exactly why I am making content right now and I'm making this video. Like I said earlier, it is extremely unfortunate, but as someone who is in the foster care system or who's aging out of the foster care system, you have to ensure your future success. And you do that by remaining mindful of whatever goals you have at the moment and speaking up when the future of those goals are relevant to the conversation. The goal could be you just want to go to college. And so you ask that question. Because I want to be very clear. My tribe did not create my pathway to success. I did. I decided I wanted to be a lawyer when I was 6 years old. I obsessively asked questions to make sure I ensured that future for myself. What my case management team, judge, and lawyer did was give me the information I needed to help me move forward when I didn't know. So you see, they helped me understand my options by letting me know, hey, this is unaccredited school. This could be an impact on you. These are the options that you have. Because they listened to my goals. And they also encouraged me to advocate for myself when I could. They did not limit what they believed I could achieve based on their own personal limitations, or because they didn't care to look up what I was inquiring about. This is what a tribe does. They provide support in areas where you cannot fully support yourself yet, emotionally, informationally, and sometimes structurally, while you are building your independence. A tribe strengthens you where you are weak. It does not replace you. So if you are a former foster youth watching this, I want you to ask yourself, who is in my corner? Do they support my growth? Do they help me see opportunities instead of limitations? Do they challenge me to become the person I say I want to be? And most importantly, have I allowed myself to believe in a future for myself that I can actually start working towards today?